I married a man I had never met, and fell in love with him before I discovered he was already my husband. My name is Isabella Romano, and the day I got married, I never saw my groom. I stood beneath a crystal chandelier, wearing a white silk gown that felt borrowed, surrounded by people whose wealth whispered power. The chair beside me was empty, yet the ceremony moved forward as if absence meant nothing. A lawyer signed where my husband should have been. When the ring slid onto my finger, cold and unfamiliar, I realized I had just married a man who didn't think I deserved his presence. They whispered his name like a warning. Lorenzo De Luca. Conversations dropped when it was mentioned. No one explained who he was, only that he owned things that couldn't be named. That night, I was taken to a penthouse overlooking the city. "This is your home now, Mrs. De Luca," the woman said. Hearing the name attached to mine made my chest tighten. Days later, I met him at a charity gala. Tall, calm, commanding. His eyes found mine instantly, like he had been searching for me. "I'm Lorenzo," he said, as if his name didn't carry fear. We danced slowly, his hand steady at my waist. I felt safe with a man I had never met, never knowing he was already my husband. After that night, Lorenzo appeared everywhere. He never touched me inappropriately, never crossed a line, yet every conversation felt intimate. I was married to a stranger, yet falling for another man, not knowing they were the same. Security followed me everywhere. My movements were monitored. My life controlled, but not by Lorenzo directly. He watched from a distance, protective yet restrained. When I asked who he really was, he said softly, "Someone who takes care of what belongs to him." I laughed then. I didn't know he meant me. At a private dinner, powerful men stood when I entered. Someone whispered La Regina, the Queen. I confronted Lorenzo later. "Why do they treat me like royalty?" "Because you are," he replied, eyes unreadable. The truth revealed itself in fragments. Fearful respect, sealed doors, whispers of territory and loyalty. The word mafia settled heavily in my chest. "You lied to me," I accused him. "I protected you," Lorenzo said, "from a world that would have scared you away." The lawyer showed me the contract. The signature was mine. The name was his. "You are legally married to Lorenzo De Luca," he said. My knees weakened. "So the man I'm falling for is my husband." I stormed into Lorenzo's office. "You married me without telling me who you were." "I never forced your heart," he replied calmly. "I wanted Isabella Romano to love me before she ever loved my empire. I tried to hate him, I failed. His patience, his restraint, his respect for my choice broke down every wall. I don't know how to walk away," I confessed. "You don't have to," he whispered. Being Mafia Queen wasn't glamorous. It was lonely, strategic, heavy. Lorenzo taught me how to command rooms with silence, not fear. "You rule with grace," he said. "That's why they listen." I was offered freedom, money, protection, a new identity. All I had to do was leave Lorenzo. I chose him, not because of fear, but because love had already claimed me. At a gathering of families, I spoke, calm, firm, unshaken. The room listened. That night, Lorenzo kissed me slow, reverent, asking permission without words. I gave it willingly. Our marriage became real, not on paper, but in trust, no secrets, no masks. "You were always meant to rule beside me, Isabella," he said. And for the first time, I believed it. I entered this world as a pawn. I rose as a queen, not through violence, but through love, loyalty, and strength. I fell in love with my husband without knowing who he was. And maybe that's the only reason our love survived. The empire built in velvet and power. Subscribe to Velvet Empire for more romantic mafia stories.